Hello, fellow Trailmakers. I am Jazzy Jeff 0070 on PS5 edition of Trailmakers. Um, some of y'all may recognize my builds. I'm not really a YouTuber, but I am a fellow Trailmaker master builder, and all my builds are uploaded. This is not the point of the video. We have an issue I'm sure all Trailmakers is currently aware of. So today's date currently is Saturday, October 4th, 2025. A few days ago, Trailmakers released an update about hinges and different mechanics trying to fix an issue, but in that update, upon fixing one issue, it created another issue. If you do Google search of the last week, there's a lot of complaints that specific parts such as where is it, servos and hinges. Rotating servo parts and hinge parts, though the update was specific for it, I think it was PvP 2.1 update. I think the problem is there's a lot of complaints that the builds specifically that utilizes rotating servos or hinges are no longer functional. So tonight, I tried to fix the issue by finding a solution until the devs figure it out. So let's get straight into it. This may not work for all editions of Trailmakers. However, specifically on Trailmakers PS5 version, this is what I have found. So let's look at the settings. Specifically with servos, as you see, I'm using a rotor glitch engine. So with the servos, the regular strength is 100. Let's look at the current speed of that. I want you to remember, this build named Shredder used to go 3,000 kilometers per hour. Again, 3,000 kilometers per hour. Let's look at the current speed with the new updates. As you see, it only goes 2,400. And even if we bump the servos up to 200, it actually makes it slower. Yeah, I'm just as baffled too. But I have found a solution. Again, I have found a solution. For now, until Trailmakers fixes it. So if we go to the servos, now I'm not sure about hinges, but specifically servos, rotating servos, if you set the strength to 45, because I did a lot of testing for the last hour, and I found that 45 is the magic sweet number. Let's check it out. Oh yeah. Back in business, baby. We're currently at 2,900 kilometers per hour. Oh yeah, consistently 29. So, as you see, while my servos, how should I say, while I still cannot go 3,000 kilometers per hour like I used to, but I have achieved 95% success rate to where I am now at 2,900 kilometers per hour versus 25. Now let's further prove this theory. So again, for those who want to end the video off now, give this a try. Go to your servos, make them 45 degrees, and not 45 degrees, 45 strength. It should rectify the issue until Trailmakers fixes it. Alrighty. So, for those who want to stay longer into the video, let's look at my 3 other popular builds that I really like. And if y'all want to access any of my builds, specifically PS5 version, just simply search my name, JazzyJeff0070, and you will have access to all my builds. Some may show, some may not, but for the most part they should. And any one of these builds that has rotating servos, make sure you set them to 45 strength until Trailmakers Devs fixes the issue. So again, let's get into my other text to further test this theory. Here is Spitfire. He used to go 800 kilometers per hour. Again, 800s. Currently, he's at 100 strength. Let's check it out. Only 400. That just breaks my... No, 500. That breaks my heart. Alrighty. Let's see here. Let's further test this theory. I'm going to set these at 45 strength. Okay. Let's give this a try. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. It's not 800, but we're at 730 max speed. I'll take that. We are currently at 730 max speed. I am very happy about that. Now let's go to another build I really like. The Malevolence. So the Malevolence had a top speed of 600 kilometers per hour. Again, rotating servo, 100 strength. Let's see what the current speed is. 500. Well, while it's not as fast as it used to be, let's take a look. Let's bump these to 45 and see if the same theory applies. Okay, we're at 45. Okay, well, I see that with some builds, it may be the same. I may have to do more experimentation. That's okay. Let's try my incinerator robot build. So right now, he is currently at... Hold on. Well, this is when I was testing it originally. He was originally at 100 strength. Let's give it a look. At 100 strength. Oh my god, this is just bad. Like, you may not be able to tell, but anybody who has a robot mech right now knows what I'm talking about. It's not as smooth as it used to be. And let's check out the flight mechanics. 200. This guy used to go 400 kilometers per hour. Okay. So we're currently at 260. Oops. Turn the music on. Let's set all the servos to strength 45 and see if the same theory applies. Oh god. That's kind of bad. Oh lordy. Okay, so listen. So for robot builds that is using a rudder glitch engine to fly, set these servos to 45, but everything else, all your other servos, make them a different strength. So let's give that a try. Let me go back. I'm going to set them to 100 again. This is specifically for robot builds that utilizes rotor glitch, such as my incinerator build. I'm going to click specifically these. Well, before I do that, let me fix the arms and stuff and see what happens. Okay. You see how janky he is? I'm not happy about that. He was not that janky before. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So first, we're gonna experiment real quick in this video. For those who are staying, thanks for joining along with me trying to rectify this issue until Trailmaker devs fix this, because I'm just as confused and upset because half my builds utilizes servos, specifically my rotor glitch builds. So let's continue it, so we can work together with this, and hopefully we can get enough people complaining so Trailmaker devs can do something about it. So I'm gonna set all the servos to 50, and let's see how the movement is. Okay. Whoa. It's a little floppy. That's okay. But the problem is when you go to flight mode, you see how the joints are very floppy-like? I don't like that. Let's see here. Oops. Let me continue experimenting real quick until I can figure out specifically for robot builds. Let's bump it up to 75. See what happens. Okay, it's a little strong. That's pretty good so far. Okay. Let's give it a try. Okay. Not bad, not bad. So 75 specifically for robot builds with joints, with rotating servos, might be the magic number, but y'all are welcome to give it a try and experiment on your builds to see what it might be. So far, this is 90% what my build used to be when it comes to movement. Now with it at 75, let me set the rotating servos for the rotor glitch engines to 45, since we know 45 is the magic number specifically for rotor glitch engines, rotating servos. So I guess until, again, Trailmakers does fix this, you have to experiment with the strength until you get that sweet spot that you're looking for. So it might be different for everybody. Again, we're just working together on this. Alright. So, again, my joints are 75, and my rotor glitch is 45. Let's give it a go. Oh yeah, 400 kilometers. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. So I think we're back in business at least 95% of the way. Hopefully the Trailmaker devs will fix the other 5% issues we got. Now, here's another concern I have specifically for the robot builds. With the servos not being at 100 strength, will that impact how the lifting capabilities? Because my incinerator build, as you see, is double jointed. It has 2 servos on each end for added strength. Let's see if it affects how high you can lift an actual build. Let's see. I'll test it with the malevolence. Yeah. Alrighty. Now, lifting capabilities. Let's see here. Oh God. Oops. Let's give it a go. All right. Maybe I need something not as heavy. Yeah. Let's try something maybe not as heavy. That might be what we need. Shoot. Tell you what, let me do a small build like Hyperion. My Pioneer campaign build where I was able to do where I can spawn it in a Pioneer campaign. Let's give Hyperion a go. Little rascal. Let's see if I can. Another thing too I noticed, when you do this, my joints are kind of janky still. I want to fix that. But when it comes to lifting capabilities, let's see here. Oh yeah, I can still lift them. Turn on my rudder glitch engines. Oh yeah, for sure. I can lift them easy. That's obviously not a problem. Again, wow, my robot build's very janky. I'm not really happy about that, but at least I got some functionality back. So, in conclusion, experiment with your build until you figure out the exact strength your servos need to be. Because until Trailmakers does fix this servo and hinge issue, you're going to face some problems. It shouldn't be like this, I know, but try to be patient with the devs until we get this issue situated, because they were trying to fix one issue with an update, but in turn, said update caused another issue. In this case, specifically movement parts such as rotating servos and hinges. I can ramble on for another couple minutes, but I'll end it here. Um, Let me know what y'all think. Let me know, even though I'm probably not going to read the comments, I'm going to be honest, but I just want to post this on Reddit or YouTube or whatever just to tell you my findings, because I too find it very intriguing how it is, and I am glad I was able to find at least a compromise until said problem is fixed. So, give it a go, Trailmakers. Um, and maybe I'll see you on the servers. This is Jazzy Jeff signing out.